I almost didn't release this song. It's a very pointed song, very aggressive. It was right after I got out of a pretty serious relationship that didn't end the way that I wanted it to. And this song was more of a form of catharsis for me while I went through what I went through. So over 6 to 9 months, I completed and went through all of the lyrics of this track, and it's a very personal track to me. So let's dive into it. This was originally supposed to be a direct follow-up to Hurricane, so I started it a similar way with the keys. Those are just using stock keys. Same sort of thing right there. Then I added some drums. So this right here, you've got kind of like a trap rolling hi-hat going on. Next, you've got a snare. And this snare is just a regular snare, but it's extremely distorted, so it really adds a lot of aggression to it, which is really what this song, it's a very aggressive song. All of these paired together really come to create a very aggressive and angry sound. So then I added some. This is just an 808 going on, but it's a higher pitched 808. Usually 808s are used in the bass of hip hop tracks to really get the bass to pump and really get a little bit more out of the bass. But I just used a higher pitch, and it kind of, I think of it kind of like blood boiling is the kind of sound that it makes me think of. So then I added a very aggressive bass. It's just a very sub bass, grumbly. Really, the backbone of the song is close to exactly the same as Hurricane. It's just slightly different. You've got your keys right there, you've got the guitar, you've got the basic repetitive drum beat with the snare on the 2 and the 4, and it's built a very similar way, but it ends up being a completely different song. I think that mostly ends up being from the lyrics. Okay, so the song's about a breakup, and voicemails, just going through, those are the voice recordings you have on your phone, it doesn't matter, like grocery list, oh, do you mind doing this? But they're there, and you can't help but to listen to them sometimes. It's too accessible. And then a letter sent a week too late. The night that we actually ended the relationship, she asked me if I had gotten a letter she sent me. I said no, we haven't checked the mail in a week. So I walked outside, sure enough, it was in there. And that's what the breakdown of this song is. Basically, I had a friend recreate and read out that letter. And I was reading that the night that we broke up. So.
Dear Grant, I'm sitting here writing thank you letters for the people who desperately
very subdued.
Thank you letter from me as well. Thank you for always standing
It's
by.
partially just so that whenever it comes to the chord or it comes to the first verse right here, it all comes in at one time.
See you soon. Keep being your amazing self.
And then the vocals clip right there. And basically the verses are just me, yelling. The first verse is me recreating pretty much exactly how I felt in the moment. That's the first verse, very pointed, very aggressive. Basically just recreating everything I said to her face, which I'm not too happy about now, and I don't really agree with. But it's kind of the beauty of art sometimes, it captures a snapshot in time of what you're thinking and how you feel. And even though things might change and you might change, that art is still there. Like I said, very, very personal song. Almost thought about not releasing it. Almost didn't get released, but I really like it in the context of this album because it really starts off the album, this and Hurricane. I'm not in a good space, and you'll see later on as I get farther in how my outlook towards life and everything sort of changes. That's on purpose. There is a shift halfway through the album. So then The only last thing is I add a little bit of guitar solo. Alright. And that's just a wah guitar. I feel like it really adds a little bit of an extra little thing right there. Kind of like puts a nice bow on the end of the song. And that's it.